Hey guys, this is Derek,
Hey, what's going on? This is John.
and you're watching Beneath the Well, and we're going to continue on talking about some really awesome horror-themed comics and books. Just the spirit of Halloween. It's that season, and this next one is a comic called Nailbiter by Image, and it's written by Joshua Williamson, and the illustrations are drawn by Mike Henderson. And this is the first thing I've read by this author, the first thing I've seen by this illustrator, and already it's a really impressive piece of work right here.
Yeah, it's really well done. It's a great story. It kind of centers around serial killers, but I mean, it kind of leans a little bit more towards, I would say, crime thriller than straight up horror.
Definitely, Seven comes to mind.
Yeah,
the first Saw movie, more along those lines.
All right, but it does have a lot of horror elements in it, especially with the serial killers themselves, who are pretty over the top and are very reminiscent of classic slasher movies, really.
And this story it takes place based in this town called Buckaroo, Oregon, and this is like this kind of small town that has a reputation of birthing and raising serial killers. It's just this thing that keeps happening. Where certain kids in the town or certain people grow up to be these insane serial killers, and there's about 16 total. The newest being Nailbiter, which is his name is Edward Warren, and he's the newest one. But the thing is he gets off, and he doesn't get charged with it, and he kind of pretty much is able to walk free after doing these horrific things.
Yeah, he's found not guilty in court, which is pretty crazy.
Yes, exactly. And this in turn spawns this certain detective named Carol, and he goes to this town to kind of trying to figure out why all these serial killers are just being born here. Like, well, what about this town makes it this thing to keep happening? Like, what is behind this? Carol ends up calling up his friend Nicholas Finch, who is a professional interrogator, pretty much professional, if you can call it, that's a profession. But he's this interrogator specialist who is actually on trial, or supposed to be on trial, for murder because he took one of his interrogations too far. But this guy is, Carol apparently needs him for some reason. The reason you never really find out, because the second Nicholas shows up in this town to talk to Carol, he is all of a sudden missing, and he can't seem to find him.
Yeah.
So he ends up teaming up with this officer named Sharon Crane, and she's the local sheriff, pretty much, local police officer that's in charge, running the show there. And they kind of get together, and they're looking for his friend Carol, so he can figure out why he was called there. Because as he's telling him to come, he says he's cracked this secret. He's figured it out, or he knows something. So most of the comic, you're kind of just trying to piece together what happened to Carol, what's going on, and it's just kind of it just pulls you in. There's so many twists and there's so many turns.
Yeah, and then of course once new killings start happening,
mysteriously after Nicholas gets there,
then of course you're wondering, well, what's going on here? Is it Nailbiter at it again? Is it a new killer? I mean, there's just so many different factors here, but I mean, it's a really great drama. A lot of really great horror elements, a little gruesome here and there, but I mean, if you're really interested in that sort of thing, or just looking for a good read, I definitely recommend it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely great work, well written. I definitely agree. We highly recommend this book, that you guys pick it up if you don't have it in your personal possession yet. If you don't have it in your library, if you're interested in something a little unique, something that stands out, which. Something that's not, superheroes or anything like that. It definitely is a really good story for people that are a fan of this type of thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much Nailbiter. That's just kind of an overview of the first volume.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything major about the actual story elements that are going, like the things that are revealed. You're just really going to have to check it out for yourself. But yeah, when you get a chance, for sure, this is definitely I would highly recommend it as a must read if you're a comic fan, casual or what have you.
Yeah, so well, that's pretty much Nailbiter right there, guys. But yeah, well,
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks you guys, and we'll see you next time.